Hello traders, Nick Sheen here looking at Fedex. Before I forget, at the end there'll be a subscribe button for the channel. It's free. If you're not already on it, hit it. Okay, so bad day, bad week, bad year, just bad everything on Fedex. And this is a daily chart. It shows the pain. Earnings were not any good as far as expectations are concerned. And what next from this daily chart, which spans about a year? It's almost impossible to tell what's next because I can't see to the left fresh new lows, at least for the year. I remember, this is a serial disappointer. I tried to play it on the upside with various results. This played out, these played out, and before that, but then I gave up on it. When a stock beats me a couple of times, I say, you know what? Even though I'm right or maybe right, it doesn't matter. I tried a couple of times and lost. Serial disappointment. This one here, it has all the opportunities for a spike. And let's see here, UPS, FedEx, right? This is UPS. This is FedEx. Clearly, there's something wrong with FedEx, whether I know it or not. All right, so back to UPS for a second. I want to see something here before I forget. Fundamentally, you can argue that it's a duopoly. But not anymore, because you got Amazon in there, you got alternative methods. So PE is 21 on UPS and 1.4 times sales. So is FedEx cheap here? I would say not cheap, even though it's so far, lower than before. I'm going to share my opinion. So what I'm saying is I'm not going to be a hero trying to catch this falling knife. There's something that somebody knows that I don't know. That's my assumption. Otherwise, I'm going to get caught. So let's see if we can get more clarity. First of all, this one's PE is over 100, not over 100, 98 or something. So something is wrong in this formula. The P over the E, something's changed. Even though P is falling, the PE is still this high, but it only sells at like half-time sales. So there's more clarity there. I'm not an expert at it. You can do your homework. So if you're a technician and you look at this chart, you think that, okay, that they lost a neckline with a huge, some sort of a head and shoulders with, the implication is like $70 price or something. So this is where the ones that like the stock over here are yelling at me, cussing me out. But hear me out first. First of all, can it get lower? Yes, it has been lower. This is an important tail. This cluster verifies that this is an important tail. So I can expect that 130 could be the next target, especially if the market has a tizzy. And you're thinking to yourself, okay, that's the bottom. I'm thinking, no, that cannot be the bottom. We have to look a little further. I shouldn't say it cannot be the bottom. It's not as clear as it being the bottom. So these are the two candles I just noted, not one candle and area. So now we're looking at a monthly chart. Every candle is 1 month. And you can see less noise. It's easier to pick spots. So can it get lower? Sure it can. Will it? I don't know. Take it one level at a time. I just said 70, 80, right? So it's not that crazy based on this chart. But this is a monthly chart, so it's not going there straight. This is a good test. There was a cluster below here, but they closed above it. So I can say, okay, I can draw a box here, and that should be support. So if I'm long FedEx still, I would look for this to hold. Otherwise, I'll start asking what happened on this candle that they evaluated it on Wall Street from here, this level, from the below 120 or just above 100 to clearly and run and defend it. So in theory, you've got a failure level, which is the same one as here. Not a coincidence, by the way, that one candle clears this failure level. Resistance, nicer word. Failed, they tried and got to it, and boom. Okay, so breakout. So they defended that zone, same box-ish, as support. So I can assume that this is support until it's not, right? That's why if I'm long still from here, I don't know if it's smart to get out here. But to answer the question, can it go lower? Heck yeah. It can go at least to this zone to retest it as support. But according to some sort of a head and shoulder-ish pattern, a neckline that was lost here, there's this much risk in it. eyeball. So I'm not calling for this. There's definitely support in between. Nothing short of this point of control for this period of time. If you don't know what point of control is, you've got a volume profile basically saying for the last, since 2003 on, this is where all the action has happened. This is the value area. This is where buyers and sellers fought it out the hardest. Specifically, this line right there. And so if I was to sell a naked put, this would be definitely where I would want to be, because it's been fought over hard. It's been well consolidated. These are terms you hear. Bulls and bears agree a lot there. So by that, if it gets there, they're going to fight it out hard again. But this is a monthly chart, so be careful with the time frame. So I'm not calling it lower. I'm just answering the fact that can it get lower? It sure can. And looking at the 1 year chart is a misleading, because you're thinking it can't go any lower. Well, you go to the from 1 day to go to 1 week. Now you're looking at 5 years. Sure, it can get lower. And then you go to 1 month and you say, oh shoot, it can get a lot lower. But I don't know what's going on. Do your homework for the fundamentals. Right now, the fundamentals are weird. A PE of 97 with a halftime sales. So there's clearly an adjustment period going on here between price and earnings and expectations and all of that. So it's not an easy answer. But this is clear neckline that was lost with implication that is beyond what just the chart says. Homework needs to be done there. Nick signing out.